Hello, welcome to another English Sparkling with Tweedy video. This is a Christmas Day special. I'm here in my back garden, which is looking a bit grim this time of year, it being in the bleak midwinter. I have another of those 2018 vintage releases from Breaky Bottom. This is the third of the trio. We've already covered the Sabrage Blanc, the pure Chardonnay Cuvée, and this is the Cuvée Noella, an appropriately Christmassy name, but this is their Blanc de Noirs. This is pure Pinot Noir, possibly some Pinot Meunier. I forget if there is some, there might be some Meunier in this, but you know, pure Pinot of one of those two varieties, although I think it is debated whether Meunier should really be lumped together as a type of Pinot along with Pinot Noir. Lovely bird song behind me. That's the sort of thing that Peter Hall would appreciate. This, of the three, is actually the wine that I am most excited about, despite having that emotional connection with the Sabrage Blanc, because I helped to pick the grapes in that 2018 harvest. Blanc de Noir has almost always been my favourite style in English sparkling wine when it's available, any vineyard that does that. So, and this is the first time Breaky Bottom has released a Blanc de Noir. Very, very excited to try this. I feel it needs some proper sense of ceremony to open this up, so I'm going to get the sword out. Let's see what this is like. The light is already fading a bit now. We're not far off sunset and it's a gloomy day, but I would say that does have a slightly darker more gold than kind of pale straw colour than your typical Breaky Bottom English sparkling. On the nose, reassuringly straight away getting some stone fruits, something slightly plummy perhaps, kind of berry fruits, and a sort of light, very vivacious sort of expression of those kind of plummy stone fruits. Oh, that is good. On the palate, really fills the mouth. Great texture to it, long lingering finish. There's just this extra depth to the fruit character on the palate over and above what you get from either a Chardonnay based or perhaps Sabrage Blanc based English sparkling wine. I love what Pinot Noir does in England, made into sparkling. There is quite a lot of complexity to that actually. Fantastic sort of minerality, struggling to find words for it, but get that slight hint of bitterness you might associate with some of those stone fruit, and almost a kind of salinity to it, almost slightly. Breaky Bottom is a vineyard that is very close to the coast, in a place that some viticulture experts would say would not be a great location to grow grapes, particularly in the English climate. Peter Hall has flouted all the rules. I think some of his slopes are north facing rather than south facing, very close to the coast, and yet somehow magically it works. Struggling with the correct descriptives to really do that justice verbally, but that is fantastic. Sort of tiny hints of, I don't know, black currant, blackberries. The zing manifests itself very differently from how it would in a Chardonnay dominant or purely Chardonnay wine. I think that's a triumph. I'm going to declare that is my favourite of the three 2018 vintages from Breaky Bottom. I think they're all good. They're all interesting in different ways. It'll be really good to see how the Sabrage Blanc and the Chardonnay develop. I think they're very, very zingy, high acidity wines, which will mature very well, I believe, over time. Of the three, I think this is the one that's just most outstandingly good right now. May well also develop interesting character over time, but cheers. Merry Christmas.